Welcome to Nkosi Talk Shows. Lead from within.
Find your own voice.
Challenges we have had to overcome in 2020.
Find your own voice.
The world has become united by the unseen, knowing there are no guarantees for tomorrow.
Lead from within.
Find your own voice.
Let the world hear your voice and be filled within.
For the day has come for you to be a great leader.
The time has come to break away from the pain, distraction, experience the unthinkable.
Find your own voice, lead from within. Welcome to Nkosi Talk Shows, everyone. If it is your first time, welcome to our channel. At Nkosi Talk Shows, we talk about all different subjects from all walks of life. We've got all different coaches, and they speak about different topics. We speak about everything basically. So if you are new, please follow us and join us and comment and ask questions. And with me today, we have Claudia. Claudia, please introduce yourself to our audience.
For sure. Good evening, everyone, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Claudia, and I'm an intuitive energy healer, love and soulmate coach. And my gift is to identify the blocks we all have in us, which are just like in the way in regards to getting sometimes as well the thing we want in our lives.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. So our topic today, basically, would you like to say the topic, Claudia, because you chose this topic?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I was like tuning in and what would be actually good to discuss and to remind as well the audience and us as well is in regards to how to stay in alignment, like when we have our desires, our wishes and ambitions and goals and everything, so we have the motivation and then like how to stay throughout the way in alignment with it. I think it's a very, very important topic to just to be reminded again.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. Basically, it is good to basically align everything with whatever you do in life, with whatever you desire. And actually, for me, basically, because there are things that I desire in life. There are things when I listen to people, they have all different advice. So I've had a really thought about my life that when I'm manifesting things and things, it takes a very, very long time. So I've decided to actually do some working on my inner child healing, basically the energy, because there might be something in my childhood that is blocking me, a belief that is blocking me. So I decided to work on that one. And I can see the difference with how I feel within my body, and because everyone says you can manifest, but there are process that if you know how to cleanse yourself, there are process that you have to go through in order for you to get the results that you want in life, and making sure that whatever the desires that you want, everything aligns with your life, the lifestyle that you are living as well. So for me, I had to go back to my childhood and do some childhood trauma release, because everyone has trauma. Like I've had my parents going through divorce, and I don't know in my subconscious how it feels. Oh, you okay, Claudia?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just lost the phone. Yeah, it's all good. it just dropped. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel that I don't know what my head is, basically in my subconscious, whatever is going on. So I feel that I basically wanted to release something. I wanted to release so I can align everything with my desires. And when I manifest, there is no blockage in there. So that's what I've been doing. That's the other process that I've been doing. Over to you, Claudia. Do you have any comment with, because you
Yeah.
work with energy a lot? So I don't know anything
Yeah.
about energy.
Yeah, well, I'm really fascinated as well recently with the laws of the universe, and listening as well and learning about manifestations and then applying it as well into my life. And actually, what you just said, being in alignment with your desires and manifestations, I mean, alignment is a very important ingredient when it comes to manifesting as well. It's a bit like a cake, you know, if you don't have the right ingredients for the cake, it's not coming out in the right way you would like it. So alignment actually is as well, yeah, it's very important for us to be in the right mindset and in the feeling and what it would look and feel like to be already in that energy or of that what we desire to have or to be or to become in our life as well. So just like they always say as well, play it until you, or fake it until you get it as well, until you become it. So this is how I understand alignment as well, because when we have the motivation to do something, a new project, or to get something, to put the energy and the motivation can fade at some point, you know, or just like we get distracted, life comes into way, and then we can soon as well go back into our old version, into the comfort zone and everything. So this is why alignment is very important, and as well to have a good reason why you want to manifest something or to become someone as the next version of you, to have a good why. Because when the motivation as well fades a bit, then you have always to go back to the why. And yes, and as well, what I like the state, I am so happy and grateful now that, yeah, that I am so and so, the successful so and so, or that I earn so and so much money, or that I am so happy and grateful that I am in my dream relationship right now, you know. So it's just like, this is a very good affirmation as well to say, because when you say this over and over again in regards to your desire and goal, yeah, it's just like you're always being reminded what it feels like that you already have this thing in your life, or the qualities or the energies in your life right now. Does it make sense? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it does
Yeah.
make sense, Claudia. I like it when you put it in a way like as a recipe, because if you put it as a recipe, then everyone else they can understand what it means, like when you want to do something. And also I had to do like soul integration, forgiveness, healing as well, because although sometimes, you know, like sometimes we go through things and we don't know whether we have a little bit of unforgiveness within us. And those are the part of ingredients that you need to make sure that you work on that if you want to manifest and you want everything to align with whatever you are doing. So I had to do that, and I have to say I've noticed a big difference, and the feeling as well. I'm starting to feel good because that energy, even when you do forgive, sometimes the energy can still be in your subconscious. So you just have to, I don't know how to cleanse. You work with the energies, Claudia. So, you know, for me, basically, it's something that I don't know. I was just checking on YouTube, and then I realized actually, if I'm going to manifest for the things that I really, really want, I need to make sure that I'm cleansing all these energies, that the bad energies, and bring positive energy within my life so I can have all these things that I want, because there is no point in me saying I want this if I don't know the reason why, and if I'm not actually connected uh, to my winning spirit, because everyone has a winning spirit. A winning spirit is a negative, is a positive energy that, like what you were describing, that you know what you want and you know how you're gonna get there, and you know your big why. So that's what I've been doing as well. So I don't know, in your experience, the soul integration, forgiveness, the healing, how do people benefit when you work on that one?
I mean,
Let me tell these guys.
so let's just wait until she comes back. Are you back again? I can't hear you. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I was talking
Yeah.
to myself.
Yes. Yes.
I was
That's fine.
muted. I was saying
Yes.
to
Yes.
these
Yes.
guys who were making some noise. Let me tell them
Okay.
not to make some
Okay. I
noise.
see. No, it's fine. So forgiveness. I would like, first of all, everyone to understand and that it really sinks in. It had as well to sink in with me to understand that forgiveness, if we are able to forgive something or someone, that we are actually free of this particular situation or of this energy as well, which is connecting us to the experience or the person. Because we think like forgiveness, I can't forgive someone for something they did to me. But if we are not able to understand how important it is, we will always be connected to that energy, to that person or situation. And it means if you keep this energy in you and you're not able to forgive, then it will always come up in your life at some point because you still hold on to the energy. And what we tend to do is as well holding on to the energy and not to forgive, because as a reminder of what they did to me and everything, But again, ideally, please understand, everyone, that it's important to let go of it, because then you let go of this energy as well, and then you are actually free of it, free of the karmic connection as well. Sometimes we have with certain people, and if we still hold on to it, then there will always be a bond, like a tie between you two. It's just like really letting go is actually the best thing of forgiving, and letting go we can do, because then we are free, yeah, just like really important for this to sink in.
Yeah, it is important, because if you are forgiven and you go through some challenges in life, and like Claudia, you're saying that if you don't let go, for me, basically, I feel that yes, I've let go. There's some things that I had to forgive. I had to let go, but I wanted just to double check that in my subconscious mind, because we can hold things without knowing. So I wanted just to check, making sure that I'm not holding any unforgiveness, and also working on my soul healing as well, because it is very, very important if you are setting up your goals, to know that your soul is free, like you were saying, Claudia, that you have to make sure that you have that freedom within you. And I feel that the moment when I was doing and listening to the meditation, doing the meditation, I can feel the different. I can feel there is a separation. Feel really the difference. I'm like free, and when I go to sleep, I go to sleep deep. Like I can feel myself. I can experience that. Like I'm falling asleep now. Like I'm going deep to my sleep, and it's something that I've never experienced before. So that's made me realize actually it is nice to actually work on yourself and cleanse yourself, making sure that you work on your to awaken your energy, your hidden energy as well. When you meditate and you do all this healing, is actually help you as well to actually everything to align. Because when you like when I started doing it, I can see that there was some blockage in my life, and that blockage is something that it could be something that a belief that is inside my heart, maybe fear that what happens if I succeed, or let's say my business really, really takes off and things change, what would happen? So if that fear is within me, and if I'm not aware of it, and that can cause a blockage for me to actually receive the things that I'm actually manifesting, because I still have that fear. So I need freedom. So I was like, I need freedom. So I've been doing all these different meditation, and basically making sure, like, sometimes I actually, when I go to sleep, I actually put my earphones on. I can listen to it for hours, sometimes 4 to 5 hours, honestly. And when I wake up in the morning, I just take my earphones off. But I just go deep. I go deep to sleep. And I know that from the beginning, that I know that I can feel it and I can see the difference with the things. And now I'm realizing that actually there was the blockage, because sometimes you don't know. You work with the energy all the time. And that blockage, it can block so many things. It can block your prayers as well, because I do pray myself. So it can block your prayers as well. When you pray, that means your prayers, they are not going to be answered, because there's still fear inside of you. So you have to work on yourself. So that's what I've actually been doing, and understanding my big why as well. Why am I doing this? And it's actually a good feeling, a really, really good feeling. When you do the process, it's a good feeling. And the people that works with energy, they're blessed.
I mean, you're already doing a great job in regards to realizing that there is some resistance in regards to you being successful. Everything kicks off and so on. And obviously, you want to manifest something, and then you have some resistance and you already feel it in you. So yeah, you can, for example, then sit down, do some journaling, okay? Because you have all the answers. We have them inside of us, you know. You can ask, what happens, you know, yeah, when it kicks off, you know, and then like really ask this question yourself. And what am I afraid of? Ask this yourself, and then start writing and see what comes up, because your soul is talking to you, you know, when you ask, and then you get as well the message or the feeling or the sensations or pictures. And usually, I mean, in regards to being successful, it can be like different reasons, you know. So very often as well, when I work with my clients, the woman is afraid that she gets more successful than the partner, you know, yeah. That she get to earn more money than him, or that she is successful and then she neglects the family, you know. And just like really sit down and see what comes up for you. What are you afraid of, you know, yeah, or what is going to change when you get successful and it kicks off and so on. And then just start writing, because obviously as well, these are blocks too, and you can identify them yourself as well, you know, because everything's already in you, you know, the answers and the wisdom. Your soul talks to you, you know, when you ask him, then you get the answer. Because when you want to manifest something, the successful business or the soulmate as well, it's always important to be in the right energy, again, alignment, because you don't want to manifest something out of a state of lack, you know, yeah, that you don't feel worthy or lack or fearful, and then manifesting is just not really being in alignment, you know. So just like, yeah, again, yeah, I would say,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think you're right, Claudia, that you have to make sure that everything is aligned, because if if you are afraid, then
Mm.
it's a blockage. And also, you know, like I've realized that 2020 and 2021, we all been going through difficult
Mm.
situations, and there were times where people were fearing whether they're gonna survive or they're not gonna survive. So I was like,
Mm.
I'm gonna have to go through that meditation as well, or of going through difficult situation, because those were the things that we had to face. And I don't know
Mm.
how I'm feeling in my subconscious mind as
Mm.
well.
Mm.
And just get on with it and just cleanse. And then
Mm.
once I'm done with all this cleansing the difficult situation, healing my childhood trauma, because I don't know what went on when I was growing up. I know
Mm.
in my heart that my parents divorced, and I had to live a different life with my parents separate. So there might have been some basically you know, like sometimes we have questions in our heart, but
Mm.
then unknowingly we block our lives, we block our that energy will block us moving forward. So I was like, I need to cleanse this, because I don't know
Mm.
how I'm
Mm.
feeling. And once I'm doing all these things, because I know that when you actually look at yourself and look at even my thoughts as well, and when I'm meditating, really focusing, I am aware of my thoughts and I'm aware of my feelings. When the negative feelings comes in, I'm aware that actually I don't want these feelings or these thoughts. I don't want them. They're not actually helping me. They're not serving me. So I'm aware of that. But before, I will just go on and do things and say, oh, you know what, I'm manifesting, I'm doing this. But now I know that what I'm doing is I'm manifesting, and I want to move forward with my life. At the same time, I'm feeling good because I can feel that blockage energy that is blocking my my life is moving, is actually going, and I'm believing in myself. I'm believing in what I'm doing, and I'm believing in my desires as well. But before, there would be like something like negative that I'll be thinking about negative things. But now I am aware. It's like I'm awake because I'm awakening my spirit. It's like I'm actually not sleeping, but before I felt like I was sleeping.
Mm. Mm.
Like so now yes, now like I'm feeling like I'm at work and I'm focusing. And you know, there are some things like I've never done this energy work before. I've never
Mm.
done it before because I didn't know that it actually, when people say meditate, for me, basically meditation was like, I'm just gonna just meditate with anything, and
Mhm.
not knowing that actually is a process. You have to go through stages. So, and that's when I go through these stages, I'm realizing actually I'm waking up. It's like I've been sleeping in this dream.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
It's a.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
Mm.
whether you've ever been in that situation where you
Mm.
actually before you started using the energy work, where you actually like you're working hard and you are like, wow, feels like I've been sleeping. So it just feels like I've been sleeping. It feels like there's something that is waking up
Mm.
within me. There's two
Mm.
things that are being separated between me and something else. And I'm actually, even when I pray, I can feel that there's some positivity within. And before, it felt like there was a blockage. So even when I pray, I felt like there was something that was blocking me. But now when I pray, I'm feeling like I'm feeling good about my
Mm.
prayer. And I'm sure there'll be some good, because my goals now are now aligned with what I'm doing,
Mm.
with my desires and everything. So
Mm.
I'm looking forward to this process.
Yeah. I mean, what you just asked me in regards to how I felt before I started everything. I mean, to me, it's more like I am remembering, how things actually are versus how I thought they would be in the past as well, you know. Just like today, I read a paragraph and this really sinked in a bit more. So I read something today and I've heard this as well before, but then it just really sinks more in. I can feel it, that I'm as well more open, a bit like you, and things really sink in. So what I read today, and I fully understood it as well, what you say in regards to prayers, you know, yeah. I read something beautiful in regards to asking the universe, and I do this too, you know. We can always ask for some guidance and some help and so on, but we have to ask, you know, because we have like the free will, and the universe, the angels, the spirit guides will never interfere, even if we are going through difficult times and we don't ask for help. They won't not interfere unless it's something really dangerous and it was not supposed to be in our experience on this planet. Then they would interfere. But like in general, we could be in a difficult situation, and if we don't ask or pray, you know, they won't step in because it's the free will. And I just read this simple thing today once more, and I think it really sank in, if you know what I mean, you know. Yeah, just like you know, you're a bit more open, and then you understand things more fully each time. Yeah, and then it becomes as well the new version of you.
Yeah, I think that is good to be able to actually speak in the now, and whatever your beliefs that might be, even in prayer, and speak in the now and speak the things that you want, you desire in life. Because if you don't speak your desires, like you say, that God or the universe will never interfere with your life. It's like I did a live a few days, I was last week, and I was talking about how someone will come to you and say, wow, I had a dream. God to say, you're going to be my wife, I'm going to marry you, or you, my husband. I saw you in the dream. I'm like, God will never interfere and show you the face of your husband or face of your wife. He will never interfere. He will, when you ask, whatever you see, he will be there to bring angels to you to show you, to help you. Then it will be then up to you to go and select the person that you think is right for you. But he will never interfere and say, I want you to marry this person. He'll bring the right person. He'll bring one person that is not right, and bring the right person that is right. So then, because he's testing, you have asked and said, you know what? Or you have asked God, you have asked the universe that, you know what? I'm looking for a man or a woman that will look after, or that I can share my life with. And I'm looking for the right person. And it will be like, how much do you want this person? So it will be like a test, and bring the wrong person completely. And that wrong person will be like, will look like he has everything that you have ever wanted. But that wouldn't be the right person for you. And then he will bring this person that in spirit has everything, but you don't see. So, and then you will choose the wrong person. Then God will know that you're not ready. You're not ready for the things that you want to say. And when you are ready, it's regardless of what goes on in your life, you don't give up. When you really, really want something, like myself, when I really, really want something, it doesn't matter how much I go through in life or whatever challenges are being thrown in my face, I basically stay focused. And I know that the moment, the more challenges come my way, the more I get down on my knees, I pray. I don't go down on my knees anyway. I pray standing. I only go down on my knees when I'm breaking something, when I'm actually breaking the energy. That's when I go down on my knees. But I actually, when I'm doing something, challenges comes my way, is the more I want to really to stand in prayer, is the more I want to really asking more, to say, you know what, God, this is not my challenge, it's not my fight. You know the fight that I'm looking for. And that's what life is about. Life is about challenges coming your way, and being able to know that, you know what, I'm asking for this basically to the universe or to God, but there's going to be something that is going to challenge, something that is going to throw a challenge to me. So I'm gonna stand firm with my desires. And sometimes basically it's a test. So it will then be up to you to basically to say to God, basically with God, you have to, it's up to you that to say, you know what, this is what I want, this is my desires. And for me, basically, when problems comes, I always say I've never asked for problems, and if problems are there to test me, to test my strength, I stand firm with my strength. So that's why, even if I'm being tested, no matter how much I'm being tested by life, I have to stand firm with my desires. I have to make sure that everything aligns with what I want.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and the testing and the challenges, this is how I see it. I mean, it's a school, right? Yeah. Life is a school, and we get the
Yeah.
challenges and the people we are meeting. It's a bit as well like a pre-agreed. I'm not sure if
Mm-hmm.
it's your belief too, just like I like the idea that on a soul level we meet, and then I say, or my soul says, I would like to learn these lessons in the next life together with the virtues, and then I might meet you as well up there on a soul level, and then yes, I can help you with this, and then I can be your mother, I can be your partner and everything, and then we teach each other those lessons. And the same as well
Oh
with
yeah,
other
yeah.
people.
Yeah, I do believe that in that basically every person that comes our way, there's a lesson that we are learning out of that situation, and also the circumstances that are being thrown at us. They basically, you have to understand that they don't define who you are. Your goals are your goals, and when circumstances changes, just find a way. How can you find a way moving forward, or can you tweak your goals and making sure that you get to where you need to go? Because at the end of the day, when success is coming your way, that's when challenges comes your way. And when challenges comes your way, that's when the breakthrough comes. So, but sometimes people give up on this and manifesting, or challenges comes, they give up on that, on this, creating a wall, and they're like, this is not what I've asked for. It's like when it comes to relationship as well, you go through challenging times, you go through good times, you go through bad times. But then if problems comes and you're like, I'm out. So that means you're never gonna settle in a relationship. So that's what life is about. Life is all about ups and downs, but it makes sure that when those ups and downs comes, make sure you have when I started Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency, and there was the office that I basically wanted to go into this office, and I chose the other one. I chose the other office. This one is expensive. I chose the other one, and I've been there ever since for 3 years. And today I've received an email, and this woman, she was explaining to me that they are struggling to find someone, a receptionist for the other days, 2 days and stuff. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, is it like the time? And then I'm thinking about the other office, whether do I go to the other office? And when I was passing through that time, that was, I think, when I started the company, and I'm passing through, I can feel this energy showing me that your office is meant to be there. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that and stuff. And everything now is started, it's like I can see everything, the pieces are being put together about life. But because I'm already meditating, I'm already cleansing that energy. I'm not afraid anymore. It's like whatever will be, will be. If I end up here, that's where I'm going to end up. If I end up here, whatever will be, will be. So I'm open to whatever possibilities that may happen in my life, because I don't know what the future holds. So I'm like, I'm open to possibilities. And when you do something, like sometimes you're manifesting your life, and God shows you, or whatever your beliefs that might be, universe shows you that this is your life, and that life, you're like, okay, I have to pray for this life to come to pass. I have to manifest for it to come to pass, and it doesn't come the time when you want it to come. But then when you actually you have forgotten about it, that's when the pieces start falling together into places. So I don't know if you have ever been in that situation in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as well before, until I understood that faith and surrender is another aspect as well, yeah, of manifesting and being in alignment as well with the goals and everything, to have faith. Because when you go to a restaurant and you order your dinner, you are not going after 5 minutes into the kitchen asking, hey, where's my dinner? Yeah. No? So you trust as well that it's going to be delivered. And this is something we tend to forget, so we are a bit like impatient and not trusting and doubting actually as well. So this is why it's very important to trust and to have faith, because the truth is as well, God is always listening. He wants us to give all the things we ask, desire, everything. But obviously sometimes as well, God has a different plan for us too, yeah. Sometimes we ask for something and actually we get what we just need in this very moment. This is as well something to understand. So then you say as well, if you look back and you connect the things together, the situations and everything, what happened, it makes sense, So sometimes as well, we get actually what we need in this very moment. Yeah, and the understanding for this and how it works as well sometimes can work out is important as well, But behind it, it's always good to have faith and trust and surrender, basically, just to let go and to do soul-inspired action steps, obviously, as well, depending what it is you want, finding the house or the relationship, the business, to do like soul-aligned action steps towards your goal, yeah? So that the universe as well can come to you as well, it's a bit like half, yeah. So we do have to, this is as well something I learned the other day as well. It clicked in. So the action steps are very important in regards to our desires, manifestations. So we can't just sit at home, ask for something and not do anything about it. We have to do action steps towards the desire, because if we don't do this with the physical body, the manifestation will always stay in the spiritual realm. And that clicked in as well, just to understand how important it is for us to do the action steps, yeah, with this physical body, yeah. So that it can come down, the manifestation, yeah.
I agree, Claudia. It is very, very important to actually have faith in everything that you do. Not just having faith and just wait and say, I prayed to God, is going to answer my prayers. You have to take action, because if you actually don't take action, then nothing is gonna happen. So you have to have faith. You have to know that actually whatever you ask for is going to come to pass, and you have to believe it as well. And you have to have the hope, not living in dreams, but hope. Hoping is something that you believe that it has happened, is going to happen, and when you are hoping, you have this hope. And for me, basically, I use my daughter in my company. Says, where there is life, there is hope. Whatever I'm manifesting, so I have to tell you that you put God, you pulled me through in tough times, and I know that you're gonna come and pull me through. Maybe He's already pulled me through already, but if I don't believe it 100% that He will pull me through, then I'm not gonna, like you are saying, that I wouldn't be able to bring down my blessings. Like I'm looking for a house. Everyone keeps saying, "Have you found the house? Have you found the house?" I'm like, I'm working on myself
Mm.
for me to actually find the house. I did find 3 houses the other day, Wednesday, and these guys were like, no, we don't want them. So I was like, I'm not going to challenge these guys. I'm going to go with the things that we all agree, come to an agreement. So I'm actually basically also letting go of what I want. I have to think about other people's feelings as well, how they feel about it, and at the same time, if I feel that they are being unreasonable, and learn how to negotiate properly, not trying to blame them or bringing a energy of blaming or forcing. So I have to put my case basically and say, listen, guys, we have to do this, and see how they feel about it. Their decision is very, very important as well. So it is good what you're saying, that you have to have faith. Faith is something that I basically I hold on to. I hold on to faith when everyone else does not believe in the things that I want. When I started Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency, I there's some things that I wanted to be involved in, and I couldn't because I was just starting, and the business was just starting. And now those companies, they are the ones actually now are chasing me. Would you like to be part of this? Would you like to be part of this? And for that is making me realize actually it is the hard work these people are actually noticing, the hard work that I don't see, because someone else, you may work very hard, and when people look at your brand, they will see the beauty that you don't see yourself. So, and that's what life is about. It's about working hard, and basically, and believing that things will come your way. There are some people who start their companies, they give up. I think I would have given up the first year, end of the first year, but I didn't. I just kept going and kept going and kept believing that God will come through. And now I see that whatever I do, whatever, if I'm manifesting for something, or if I'm doing something and praying to God, people are the ones now that are actually, I'm no longer desiring to join like I wanted before. I would love to be part of that, but I've left it alone, left it to God. But now it's them that are chasing me on LinkedIn. Would you like to do this? Would you like to do this? So there was a dating association company. I don't know if you know it.
Which one?
A
Which one is it?
dating association.
No, I don't know. Dating
Yeah,
association, no.
it's the company that basically it takes genuine dating agencies, and they look at your company profile and they evaluate it, and they look at it, and you register with them. So if anyone that goes on Google and looking for top 10 companies, and then you come up to their website. So it's a trusted dating basically association in that. And they've been chasing me on LinkedIn, but I wanted to join them before, and because I wasn't ready, I felt I was ready, but I think I wasn't ready because I wasn't ready. So when I was starting, and they didn't take me, but they went on LinkedIn, and the guy was like, I would love to work with you. And I was like, okay, I'm sorting these things out. And he was like, oh, no, so please just send the application form and fill it up, and just send it, and we'll sort it out so the process can keep going. So I had to do it because he's been chasing me on LinkedIn. So I had to do it. And I said to him today, I sent him an email, and I was like, I've joined and it's done. And um, it's like those people, they're like chasing you. And when you go and read about it, basically you've got to be really, really good to be able for them to accept you. But I wasn't chasing them. So it's the same thing with the house. Now I'm no longer chasing the house. The house is just gonna appear from it's just gonna appear because I'm not like somebody that's saying, oh, I want this. I'm manifesting, taking action, But deep down in my heart, there is no like it has got to happen. I've just left it and say, you know what, God, you know my cry, you know my desires, you know what I want. So I trust you. It's like these words that I say out loud, that I trust you, that basically my desires will come to pass. So it's that trust and faith that I have.
No, absolutely. And in regards to the house, you did say that there as well like family members who have a say too.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you have a chat with them and ask them, guys, what do you like in the house? What's important for you? That you all write a list together what you would like in the house, you know, like parking space, detached or countryside, town, how many bedrooms, garden, you know, just like to have the list, the criteria. I did this with my partner. I was asking him, what are your criteria? And then I stated my criteria. And then we just left it to the universe and asked, hey, universe, this or something better, you know? And then just be open as well, because a lot of the times we do get as well even something better, you know? Yeah. But you have to, you know, so I would, just like ask the other family members as well for their participation. It feels a bit like a mix match of signals in regards to the manifestation, that you together don't have the criteria of what it is you want, you know, and then you get the houses, but then just like, you know, it's not, you know, for you it is, and for them it's not, you know. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just those little things that comes with the house, or that don't come with the house, that somebody will say, oh no, we don't have to do that. But if it was before, I would be like, no, we've got to do this because it's the little things. But now I'm learning that whatever they value to them, whatever is important to them, I need to understand that it is important. So when the house comes up, I tell them this is what is in there, or even though I know what they've said they want, but there are some little things that if they don't agree with it, or the location is not really, there's sometimes the roads, like the area where some areas are nice. So if they don't agree with that, it doesn't matter how beautiful the house is. So if their no is a no. So I'm learning to actually just let God be God. And I know that I used to do that before, but then I stopped. I'm just learning to going back to letting God be God. Because when I used to make a decision, you know, like the power of manifestation is, I know some people, they say you have to basically keep visualizing and keep, sometimes you have to visualize and then let it go. And for me, when I'm visualizing, when I say this is what I want and I'm saying out loud, I go to a point where my silence, it means I'm on my way there. So if I'm talking, it means I'm still talking. But when I go to silence now, when everyone else keeps saying, oh, the house, I'm like, it's coming. Is coming. I'm taking action. And I know that there is the way, because even the letting agency, sometimes you can see they're pressuring you to make a decision, but if it's not the decision that I want, I have courage to actually say, no, that's not what I want. And before I just make decisions. So it is nice to actually listen to your thoughts and listen to your feelings as well, how you feel, and also the words that you speak about whatever you manifesting, and make sure that it is aligned with what you want. Because like you were saying, that in the spirit realm, it is basically, it is big. You have to make sure that you work on your blockages as well, because there are some things that can block basically your life. Like I didn't know, I was just checking on YouTube and I was like, this healing, this meditation, I was like, this sounds like the things that I want. This sounds like the things that I need to go through. And I've put the manifesting actually on hold. I'm working on this cleansing myself and cleansing my releasing the bad energy. That's what I'm doing. And since I've been doing that, oh hell no, it feels so good. Yeah, yes, it feels so good. And I didn't know that I can have those feelings. So it does really feel good.
And something as well, what I like to do in regards to manifesting and going back into alignment with the desire or the goal is before I fall asleep, or just after I wake up, then we are still, like a bit clear of the thoughts and everything, just like to go again into the version of what it is we would like to be or to have, or to become, just like to play it a bit like like a movie, and to go into the feeling. They always say the feeling is important too, that you really feel. And something as well for you, what you could do as well, get the affirmation, I'm so grateful now that I'm living in my dream house, it's just like use the mantra, put it out there, and then this is as well actually a tip, what you always ask us at the a last tip, just like put the phone onto alarm a few times a day or just once a day or something, and then the alarm goes and you have your affirmations set for the day, which bring you into the alignment, into the feeling of what it is you would like to have or to be, just like a reminder throughout the day. And then just have a quiet moment, go into it, say it out loud with emotion and feeling, and like feel it as well. And then you can go back into your daily life and do the things you have to do. But like, a few times a day, once or twice, whatever works, set the phone and have your reminder or to get back into alignment.
Okay. Sounds really good, Claudia. It sounds really good.
A little tip, just like, because we tend to forget as well, and we are busy, and stuff comes up, and then we are a bit, just like a little reminder to be always, to always go back to what it is we actually want.
Yes, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. I'll do that. I've been setting the alarm like 2 a.m. or sometimes 3 a.m. and to actually wake myself for
In
me
the
to wake
morning.
up.
In the
Yeah, and
morning.
pray. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I see. Well, okay, so you can do
I've been
this,
doing
or
it for I think it's 2
okay.
weeks now or over 2 weeks.
Okay, I see. Yeah, whatever works. For example, I like numbers at 11, 11 at 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. This is something I would do, like the angel numbers and those ding, ding, ding. Yeah, but in right, absolute. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've been doing that at night where I just wake up randomly and I wake up at 2 and I'll pray and then I go back to bed. And since I've been doing that, it's been like, where's Claudia going? Has she been kicked out? And since I've been doing that, I've been experiencing really a different change. So it does really, really help. And I hope it's just I'm gonna continue doing it. It's not so hard though when you're used to it. So I'm hoping like I wake up in the morning, I'll spend 2 a.m. I spend like 10 minutes or 20 minutes just in my prayer, and then when I finish I just take my earphones and I put myself back to sleep. And when I put myself back to sleep and I'm meditating that moment until 5 or 5:30, and that will be my day. And when I wake up as well, the first thing is to write my uh, prayer and then a gratitude diary as well. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for the things that I'm grateful of, and mostly is the things that are important in my life, which is my life and my children, my family. I'm grateful for God being in my life. There's so many things that I'm grateful of, and the things that God has put me through, and the problems that I have had to overcome. So I'm grateful for those kind of things that I have overcome so many challenges in life, and also and being able to actually, what else have I been doing? So I've been meditating using, I have to make sure that I'm saying the right things. I've been meditating using inner child healing, soul integration, forgiveness healing. So it has been working because I've basically looked at my life and I was like, yes, I pray, yes, I do this. So I think that I need to go deep. So I need to go to my subconscious mind and find out what's in that disk, exactly what has been stored in there, making sure that I cleanse my energy and soul healing, awakening my hidden energy as well, and making sure that whatever my soul, just to release the trauma, because sometimes we go through so many challenges with our lives, personal lives and business lives. So making sure that I release myself and all those things. And what else have I been doing? I've been basically um, and using basically normal healing to connect with my winning spirit. Winning spirit, it means bringing the energy that basically is going to give me the results. When I manifest, you connect me with my subconscious mind, and basically I bring the energy that is needed with my manifesting and or prayer and all those things. And I think Claudia she's not coming back, and so basically, I'm gonna leave this to here, and I think we've had a good evening. So basically, if you really, really want to achieve your everything to align with your desires in your manifesting, you have to be aware of your thoughts. You have to be aware of the words that comes in your mouth, how it comes out of your mouth. You have to be aware of your feelings, because what you feel at that moment, if you're feeling negative, then that means there will be a blockage that is going to block you to basically receive whatever the blessings that you are meant to receive. So it is good for you to make sure that everything is aligned. And when you do all those things and you're making sure that your feelings, your thoughts, and the words that comes out of your mouth, they align with the things that you desire. It's the words that we say. If we want to succeed in life, that means we can't say life is hard. I find it hard to achieve this. So you have to be somebody that believes in positivity, believes in getting the results that you want. You have to be someone that is ready to fight the battles, because guess what? When you want to succeed, there will be battles presented to you. So you have to be somebody that has the strength. You have to have armor of God, armor of the universe to protect you, to give you strength, to give you courage to go on and achieve the things that you want. God bless you, everyone, at Ngozi Talk Shows. Please follow us at all our channels. And if you want to find your own voice and lead from within, we are here Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. A request to work with one of the coaches, or if you want to work with me, why not? Find your own voice and lead from within. Break the chains that are holding you moving forward. And once you break the chains, and you'll be able to actually live the life that you want and be free, and be able to fight when challenges come your way. You can look at my pictures. I'm not just talking, I break the chains of I'm not enough, chains of so many things that chains of blame, chains of shame. Sometimes when things don't go our way, we feel guilty, we feel shame. But instead of not feeling guilty, not feeling shame, or learning from those mistakes, or marriages don't work, we feel ashamed about it. If businesses don't work out, we feel ashamed about it. Instead of being grateful that we had the courage to start um, things, but we don't feel that way. We never think that way. So at Mkosi talk shows, we break the chains that are holding you in your life. God bless you, everyone. Live with grace. My children are coming looking for me. God bless.